you all had a good New Year's. First, I just want to point out that on my last video, I am having a giveaway. It's open until January 8th, so you still can go ahead and enter for a couple more days. I'm giving away the first 2 volumes in the Fruits Basket series. These are mangas, in case anybody was wondering. I'm holding up number 1 of each just to show that the number 1 for you guys did actually come in the mail. Number 2 still hasn't, which is worrying me kind of. So this is my first book review in an insanely long time. So the book I'm going to be reviewing today is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Bones. I'm not the biggest fan of paranormal romance. I'm not that familiar with the genre, and I honestly had no intention of reading this. I had no idea what it was about, but that was until I saw the trailer. I have to admit, the only reason I'm reading this book is because 3 Hollywood men that I'm really attracted to are going to be in the movies. Jonathan Rhys Meyers from Tudors is going to play Valentine. Jamie Campbell Bower of Harry Potter is in it. The person I'm most excited about, because I'm a big Misfits fan, that's a UK TV show. Robert Sheehan, I think his name is going to be playing Simon, so that's just perfect and very, very exciting. So I'll go ahead and get into a quick summary of the book. Clary is 15 years old and she has dragged her friend Simon to one of those under 21 clubs that you feel very cool going to when you are that age. And while she's there, she sees 3 people of her own age come in, 2 boys and 1 girl. They pull another boy into a nearby closet. Clary looks on and sees that they are about to kill him, and she also realizes that she is the only one who can actually see these people. It turns out that the boy they pulled into a closet is a demon, and they are shadow hunters. Think of them as kind of like mediators between the paranormal world and ours. Because in this book, they're vampires, fairies, demons, everything like that. They're a bit like policemen keeping everybody in check. I don't want to say too much else, but there is a reason that Clary is able to see them, and she ends up requesting their help to find someone. I watched a couple of reviews before I started reading the book just because I wanted to see if it was something that I would want to take the time to read. And a recurring thing I saw in a couple of videos is people saying that it was quite slow. And I have to say I didn't have that problem at all. I thought it was really fast-paced from the beginning. I mean, just 10 or so pages into the book, the protagonist is already introduced kind of to this world and meeting the shadow hunters and seeing a demon die. So I thought the majority of the book was pretty fast-paced. The other aspect of the book that I liked was that it's not black and white. It's not just humans, demons, shadow hunters, good and evil. There are almost different factions of the book with werewolves and vampires and fairies. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the book because it would have been incredibly easy for Cassandra Clare just to make the shadow hunters the stereotypical heroes and everybody else the stereotypical bad guys, but there is that kind of gray area in all of the groups. Now onto what I didn't like, and everything that I was not exactly happy with in this book can kind of go under the umbrella of YA cliches. There's a bit of a lopsided, not very good love triangle in this book. Actually really starting to aggravate me, the fact that I feel like whenever I pick up a YA book, there just has to be a love triangle. I don't know if so many YA authors just happen to love writing about love triangles, or maybe popularity of Twilight has sort of ingrained it in their minds that that's necessary, but it's not, and I just think it takes away from so much of the book. So that's another thing that bothered me, and I did see other people mention this as well, and that's just so how thick-headed Clary was in being unable to see how painfully obvious it was that one of the characters liked her. I see this happen a lot in YA, and I'm never sure if it's the author's intention to kind of make us feel like it's obvious and feel like we have a leg up on the main character, or if they actually believe it's one of those things where when you get to the end of the book, we're gonna go, aha, it was so obvious, why didn't I see that? Either way, it's irrelevant because I'm just not a fan. So on to the characters. I'm kind of indifferent to Clary. I didn't have strong positive or negative feelings towards her, and in terms of the casting, I'm fine with Lily Collins. I'm not that familiar with her, but I do have to admit that just because I'm the spawn of a redhead, I would have been really happy to for once see a freckled redhead female protagonist. As for Jamie Campbell Bower playing Jace, I saw a lot of comments on the trailer page on YouTube saying he wasn't attractive enough. I just need to calm down, because I think even though he's not classically beautiful, I guess I find him extremely attractive, and a lot of people are saying Alex Pettyfer should have played him instead. Nope, I'm not a fan of him. I'm really glad they picked Jamie. Robert Sheehan, I think, is just so funny as Simon, because a lot of people are saying that they could really see him playing that because his character in Misfits is kind of similar. I don't necessarily think they're similar. In my opinion, they're only similar in the fact that they're kind of snarky and funny. But on the other hand, Robert's character in Misfits is just such a little sex-crazy 20-year-old boy. I'm just gonna expect Simon to start humping things during the movie. I think that was all I have to say about the book. Overall, I would give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it. I don't know if I will continue on in this series just because it's the kind of book I enjoy reading, but it's not the type where a number of days later I'm thinking, oh, I'm so glad I read it. So that was it. I will link my giveaway video at the end of this video, and I will announce the winner in my next video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.